Hello. That's a number. That's an operator. That's a number. That's an operator. That's a number. That's a number. That's a number. Is that equals? I don't know. Maybe that's equals. So I think that's equals. And then that's a number, that's an operator. So this game started out as a regular calculator, and I'm slightly into it now. This isn't the very beginning. That's a number that's clear. Okay, so yeah, we have 10 digits, we have 4 operators, and okay. So minus should be the easiest operator to figure out. And then we'll do process of elimination on the other ones. So if I do like this number, whatever this number equals, so maybe that's 0, or maybe it's a 1-digit sum or product, but we clear this number, operator, this number equals, I think that's 0, because anything minus itself is 0, right? I'm going to claim that's 0. So what do I get if I go this operator, that is that. So what if I go that operator, that, opposite direction? Okay. Maybe negative numbers are drawn in a very interesting way. Hold on. Because up arrow. Oh, that's a dot. And something else. Why are we getting a decimal point? Oh, that's a oh, this is divided by. This isn't minus. So something divided by itself is 1. So we're getting 1 most of the time. Except if we can find what 0 actually is, then we'll get a real bad result. Oh, except 0 divided by 0 is probably 1. Okay. No, I'm going to say that's divided by, though. Which means this is not 0. That's 1. I should be able to use a Zoom program. No, I want you guys to get the gaming experience that I'm getting. Okay? You are getting the gaming experience that I am getting. This is just the background window that's up for character. This is the actual game here. Here, let's pick an empty buffer for you. Okay. Now, okay, that's divide. What's this one? This op this equals something else. Okay, so this is plus or times. We're not going to worry about which one yet. We're going to find minus. This op this is, oh wait, okay, hold on, we actually don't know, hold on. Okay, you have to test two things to know what's going on. That op that is h bar, that op that is, okay, that's probably times or maybe plus. So I screwed up when I said this one isn't something. So hold on. That op that is spaceship enterprise. That's more like the Reliant, really. Okay. Right. So whoops, that's the wrong button. Okay. That's that op that, but this op this. Okay. So one of these is plus and one of them is times. So that means this guy has to be minus, right? So this is that. So that should be the same as this. Yes. Yes, we are winning. We are winning. We are winning. Okay, this is minus. Okay, so one of these is times and one of these is divide. But we also know, we can figure out which one is times and which one is divide, because now we know what 0 is. 0 is this little dot with the up arrow. That is 0. We now know 0 and 1, okay? And we can verify this as 1 because we can do the following. We can go 1 minus 1, and that should give us 0, verification step. 1 minus 1, that's 0. Okay, and 1 divided by 1 should give us 1. So 1 divided by 1 gives us 1. Okay, so these all seem to be correct. To know if plus or times, just use a lot of digits. It's a good point. Well, especially now that we know what 0 is. Well, we know what 1 is, okay? So we can do 11 times 11, or 11 plus 11, right? So, so 11, op 11 will be 2 or 3 digits, depending on whether it's 121 or just 22. Either way tells us what 2 is, right? This op this equals 121. Okay. Wait, which one did I just do? I think I did this one. So I think that's times. And Mr. Horn guy is 2. So that means this is plus, right? So if if I go 11 plus 11, 22. Great. So we can just figure out all the digits from here, right? So plus 1 is 23. Which one is plus? Plus 1, 24. Plus 1, 25. Good thing it's a base 10 calculator. The aliens could have really thrown me for a loop. 26. $27. 28. 29. Okay, so we've got, in principle, we've got everything. Now, this says 0312.64. So let's go clear. I don't know if I just type that in or if I have to compute that somehow, but I don't even know. The O probably won't do anything. O 3 1 2 dots 6 4 Well, I don't know. I don't know what my user and password should be. Am I sure? I am sure I want to abort aborting. Oh God, I bet it generates this every time. Oh God. Have I seen Antifa in SF? No. Did I just assume this calculator's base? I did, but it seemed to be confirming my assumptions. Am I sure? So not sure, that's a weird one. Not abort, not proceeding. Damn it. I'm just lucking it. I'm just going to spam it. Damn it, Janet. God damn it, dude. I might write a program to string replace this. Ah! I thought I had that one. That one didn't seem that hard. That one didn't seem that hard. Okay, we got that one. Okay. Okay. Whew. Okay. Oh, what is up with the question mark? Doesn't seem to... Maybe this is a red herring. Maybe it just keeps doing this for as long as you answer correctly. This quit button, I don't think that was there before, and that's probably different from file quit. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think I click yes. Hold on. It's just going to keep doing it. Maybe this is to prevent brute forcing. Hold on, wait, where was I? What is, okay, so parity of the bottom line is 0. It's 1 here. And then this brings us back to 0. Okay, so it's 0 after the bottom half. It's 1 again. Brings us back to 0, 0, 1, 0. Zero. You're not sure this is working well in 4K. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Proceed at my own risk. Okay. Logged in as Rob. Log out. J F L U L H A O Z. All right. Too bad he can't spell log out correctly. That feels like it should have been more of a thing, but Rob J F L capital U L H A O Z. Was it uppercase O Z? No. The J, F, and the U are the only uppercases. What? J, F, L. Or is that a 1? That's a 1. Okay. How do I office calculate this? Help. Troubleshooter. No problems found. Common problems is training tetronymos. We tried turning it off and on again. Okay. Quit. Office Calculator Pro. Troubleshooter. No. Yes, I have. Yes, I have tried that. WEASD. So E is jump. Spacebar is probably use. Door doesn't open. Dude, it's raining tetrominos in front of my Doom. In front of my Wolfenstein. It's Doom. It's the Doom button. Didn't make the sound though. Why did that go to red and not green? Usually in Doom we turn things to green. I have no ammo. Pro Office Calculator. Essential features equals button. Okay, we want that. There's no 5 or 3. Or subtraction. Oh, dude, there's the ammo box. All right. %. Oh. Oh, dude. Uh-oh. Dude, they keep respawning. How am I supposed to do that? Okay, that was the way in. Ow! Oh shoot, that's an elevator. Wait. I am not going up the elevator. Now I have to wait till it resets. Because I can't reach the switch. Dude, I'm hurt. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, they're up there. Shit, health 1. My installer is going to fail. Now I have to quit. I didn't realize that was an elevator. So you have to get a hella ammo. All right, they killed me. You have to get a ton of ammo. All right. And try to make it up the elevator. Advanced features. Holy crap. Okay. This is going to be hard to do. So where the dudes are all back there, right? I don't know if I have enough ammo to fight all these guys off, but we're going to try with just what's up here. Okay. Shit. I took a lot of damage. Ah! Okay. So I've got to pick the dudes off before I do that. You can't leave them all up like that. Is this a game for ants? Apparently it is. I mean, it's on itch.io, and itch.io game developers do not typically handle such thing as playing your game on a modern computer that has pixels. This game was made back before computers had pixels. All right. So we're going to own some dudes. Ah, frickin' my mouse ended up on the other. Ah, god damn it. Now they're all back. Oh, I fell! Dude, this game sucks. Okay. We're going to try to install only one feature. Or two features. Let's go equals buttons. That's an essential feature. 1 plus clear minus. Dude, I wish I could play this with some pixels. Do you know what I'm saying? I kind of want to like jump up and get that one, but I don't want to take hits, so. How did I hit the other guy? Running out of ammo. We barely made that alive. Oh God, don't get shot. I got a little vision of the calculator for a second over here, but maybe that was 1394.33. Dude, we're not going to be able to do that with just plus. Okay, I don't think so. Nope. We're not going to... I mean, we can't make a 0.33. There's no way. I have the dot button. No, I don't. I just have minus, plus, equals. And I can't even move my cursor over to the frickin' calculator. There we go. 1 plus 1. I could do this 1,394 times. But, okay, I could do without the clear button, honestly. Oh, maybe I can't do without the clear button. Clear button is just if you mess up. And you can't undo what you did. 1111 plus 111 plus, okay. You need a dot, or you need to be able to say 33 divided by 100. The thing is, this number is probably going to change, right? I don't actually know. No, the problem is now I can't add 50 without going plus 1 50 times. Which we could do. I don't see... Oh, wait, it changed the number. Why did it change the number? Was it amount of time? Is it every time I Alt-Tab back? It's going to be hard. Oh, is it that I hit the clear button? No. Why is it? Is it when this timer goes? Do I have a limited number of button presses? Does that timer go up with every button press? That would certainly make it even more hard. Why can't I frickin' Alt-Tab to the goddamn calculator? Clear. 1. Yeah, guys, there's a button press limit. And it's like 10 frickin' presses. All right, we got to go back and try to get more features. Maybe we can like airdrop down and get those bullets, but we're going to get shot. We only have 2 health. Ow! I fell. All right. Well, I really don't know how to do this without a lot of things, because the number is random. So you need to look at... Yeah, that's the old thing. All right. I'm just going to go, I'm going to try going with the recommended extras only. Because maybe the recommended extras don't take that much longer, but maybe advanced and experimental features take a large amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. How about experimental feature owning noobs? Ow, I got shot already. Ow. Wait, I can't. It like defocuses me from the window sometimes because it's an itch.io game. Now all the guys are freaking reset. Oh my god. This is so bad for my ammo. That might just kill my game when that happens. That's it, out of ammo. See, okay. Look at how long this is taking. Oh, there's a health pack though. See, the fact that I got killed by the fucking game developer not constraining my mouse to the window so that my mouse went on the opposite desktop, that is what makes this game not fun. Like, I would be down with the annoyance and horribleness of this game if it weren't doing that. Because I'm down with this. Write an aimbot, you can kill him slower. The gunplay is good as CS. The game is designed to piss you off. Yes, but that part of it is just they didn't play the game on Multimon or something. Like, because it's an itch.io game and they don't know this is a problem with the game. Maybe they did. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try moving my window to the top, because then maybe my cursor won't leave the monitor, and maybe that'll help. We'll try going by with one less recommended extra as well. Let's get by without 9. We pretty much need division though. Okay. Oh wait, I wanted to move this. Can I even move this window? Yeah. Okay, I wanted to move this up here, not this. All right. Okay. So. Oh, fuck! It, like, didn't turn. I don't know. My mouse left the window again and I couldn't turn. Could you guys tell what happened? Like, I was up there, I got the healths, and then I couldn't turn. You only divide and numbers? I don't believe that. I don't think that's true. Oh, I guess it is. If you have all the numbers and divide, then you can just divide by 100 or whatever to get the decimal. I moved the mouse too fast. Of course I'm going to move the mouse fast. It's putting me in a serious action situation. This is the thing, is like, games get bad when the developer doesn't put enough work in to live up to what he's asking the player to do. And that is definitely the case here. And again, I think it's just multimon, or maybe it's just if you click outside the window ever, but I don't know. Like, bro, if my second monitor is on the right, then put the game all the way on the left. Yeah, we could try that. I don't know how much it's going to help, but I'm not exactly sure if it's clicking on the other monitor that does it or what, but okay, the thing is, we can't, I actually don't know. So if we do everything in divide, then we can't screw up. Okay. Let's try that. I mean, that's using some experimental features, so we'll see. Dude, the fact that I have to shoot these guys at tiny micro pixel size on my 4K monitor is only... Get the ammo. I will say the hitboxes are very forgiving. I'm out of ammo again. Yep. I don't know, man. This is about the limit of how many times to retry something like this before it stops being fun. Of course, it wasn't my fault that I died the previous times. Change desktop res. I'm not going to fucking change my desktop res for this game. Game developer has to get good. Okay. we can just hope that they... Let's just go with the recommended numbers and plus and divide, because we can make up for numbers that we don't have with plus. And we'll put in the clear button. That health pack doesn't help that much. I'm not sure if that's worth getting, that health pack. But you kind of need the ammo. I don't know. I don't know, man. See, if you have decimal point, you don't need division. That's the thing, is I don't know if these take an equal amount of time as each other. Let's go without 9. And 8 and 7. All right. So we've got divide, add, 1, 2, 4. We don't really need... Let's get rid of 6. Like, I think we can get by with this. 1, 2. Now that we know what we're trying to do. All right. Not fun. You understand that Windows 10 is a similar game made by professionals. Yeah. At least their mouse... Oh, God, right there. Okay. It's not even if I click. It's just if I move the mouse fast. That's all. If I move the... Okay. So what he's doing is he's teleporting the mouse into the middle of the window every frame. This is a standard, like, really shitty old Windows thing to do. If I move the mouse fast enough that it ever goes outside the window, then it loses tracking. You can't do that if you're asking players to do stuff like this. You just can't do that. Call fucking Windows mouse clip to border bullshit call. Actually, it's not even if it goes a little bit outside. It's like he's choosing not to clamp it if it goes some distance outside or something. Or, yeah, oh my God. So you just can't make fast movements in this shooter game that is tuned to be really hard. Good job, guys. And that also won't let you look up beyond a certain angle. That's it. I'm out. I'm out. Sorry. I like the game. I was down with the idea of the game, but it's too much. The developer recommends lowering sensitivity to solve that. I recommend the developer program his game better. How disrespectful is it to users to not... And like, how is lowering sensitivity going to actually solve it? Because you need to aim quickly to shoot the guys. Yeah. Well, that was a stream. I like the idea of the game. It's just needs a little tuning, a little technical touch up. I like the idea of the game. It was a smart game for parts of it. That part wasn't smart. You could probably get by with even a little bit less. You can probably get by with like 1 and 2. Like, I don't exactly know how many key presses you get, but you could probably get by with just 1 and 2. And plus, divide, and decimal. No, not decimal. Plus and divide. And maybe not even clear. The thing is, if you don't pick clear, then you're hosed. Let's try that, because that might be doable. As sad as I am to boot up this game again, let's try it again. Because we might get to a better part of the game. Okay, so equals. Oh, we might need 0 if it has a 0, but let's not. Let's hope we get a number without a 0. 1 and 2. The only reason I'm picking 2 is because you have a keystroke limit, right? Plus divide, clear. Okay, that's 5 frickin' things. Equals 1, 2. Plus, well, 6 if you count equals. So we're going to try this. This is like about as minimal as I can imagine solving it. Let me try turning down my... See, no, turning down my mouse sensitivity, I turned it down a lot and it still does it. Let's just fuck this game. All right, I'm turning it back up. I have a gamer mouse where you press a button to change the sensitivity. All right. Dude, health of 1 out of 10. All right, so we got our calculator. 9956.8. Oh, of course. See, now I can't get my mouse out of the frickin' window. All right. 9956.8. We go... We're going to make 99. Oh, God. We don't have 0. We didn't pick 0, so we can't divide by 10. And we don't have a memory button. We're screwed. We can't do this. We can only do 0.50 maybe. And if we did 0, we would have died. Because the thing is, if the elevator is going fast, I don't know if you can even get that health and get back on it. And if the elevator is going slow, we would have died anyway. See, the thing is, you can't... Oh, I guess you could divide by... No, because if you say divide by 2 plus 2 plus 2, it's gonna be divided by 2, right? You can't say divided by 2 plus 2 plus 2. It doesn't work that way. And there's no memory button. So I can't, yeah, without a 0, I can't do it. Can't you then divide the answer by 22? But 22 times 99, oh, well, maybe. Let's see. It's not going to be an integer, though. This times 22 is still going to have something after the decimal. And I can't make a decimal, right? It has to be divided by 10, right? So times 22 is like this. What am I going to do with that? Yeah. Get a new number. I can't get a new number. I'm going to die if I walk back in that room. There's not enough bullets. The gun shoots too damn slow. You can't seemingly shoot the guys for one shot to stun them because they don't go into a stun animation. It's just not a very good shooter. And it's tuned very hard. And everything is 1 pixel. The number resets with enough. Yeah, so we can cheese it. I don't know if it'll ever give us a 0.50, or we could divide by 12 or 21, but I don't think those are going to happen. So let's just press all the button presses. .47. Yeah. So you need to be able to divide by 10. Can we make an aimbot? .48. .9. .97. .06. Yeah, it's just not, anything divided by 12 or 21 is going to be like a repeating. It's giving me 21. Can't do it still. Oh, you could have divided by 4 with 2 division twice, of course. All right, well, I fail. There we go. Okay. 8162.75 times 4 is 32651. So we need to make 32651 in enough button presses, which frankly, I don't know if we can do, but let's, oh no, we can't. Okay, wait. I'm really worried. Okay. Can I even do this? So 2, 1, something. Let's say 2, 1, 2. I can't do it. We need a 0. Because we, I need to make like 3, 2, 6, 4, 9 and add 2. So 32649, we can do like 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, right? Plus 1. We're not going to have enough button presses for this. 1, 2. No, I can't make this number. That's already 11 button presses. And we're down to still a 3-digit number. I don't know how many button presses I have, but so 21222 plus 11212 is going to be 32434. So then plus 2, 1, 2 gives us 3, 2, 6, 4. 6. Actually, and then plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 3, 2, 6, 5, 1 divided by 2 divided by 2. That sucks. It's too many. I could do the decimal first, okay? So if I say 3 divided by 2 divided by 2, okay, that gives me the 0.75. And then I just do the 8162. 8162 might be hard. So yeah, so we make that first. 1 plus 2 divided by 2 divided by 2. That's still 7 frickin' key presses. And then 8162 I can't make. So we have to say plus I mean, I can't make in a straightforward way. No, it's too many. It's too many key presses. Like 8162, I have to make like 79 something because I don't have a 0. I don't know if this is going to be any less than the other way, frankly. Because 32651 is just a easier number to make, even though it didn't seem good. 8162 really sucks. I mean, maybe I'll try it this way. So let me see. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 15. Okay, I can make this number in 25 if I do the divided by 4 last. So for this one, I do the divided by 4 first. There's 7 to make the 0.75. And then to make 8162, let's just see it. It might be fewer than 18. I kind of doubt it. So if we make 7962, well, we can't make 7962 either. So we have to make like 7955 or something. How do we do that? Well, we go 2, 2, 1, 1, plus 2, 2, 1, 1, plus 2, 2, 1, 1, plus 1, 2, 2, 2, right? Plus 1, 0, 0. So we can't do it. Okay, if I make if I make 7777, right? What's 8162? $385. That seems makeable. So 7777 is, you know, 2222 plus 2222 plus 2222 plus 1111. That's already 19 key presses. Plus the other 7 is already 26. And we haven't even made the 385. So the 32649 way is better. Or 32651. Yeah. All right, so we're going to try this. Let's verify our thing. So we probably don't have enough keystrokes to do this, but 21222 plus 11212 plus 212 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 2 divided by 2 equals. All right. And then we Alt F4 when it turns out this isn't enough keystrokes. 2, 1, oh. Can't even, gotta press the button. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, this is totally not enough keystrokes. Plus 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Plus 2, 1, 2. Plus 2. Plus 2. Plus 1. We needed 4 more keystrokes. This is where the art of game design comes in handy. I guess we could do divide by tens if we get really lucky with the rest of the number, right? Or no, we can't do divide by tens. We can only do divide by powers of 2. Yeah, I'm starting to think that instead of divide, decimal point might be the better choice. The thing is, with decimal point, you have to pay a decimal point for every number, so that might be too expensive. Yeah. Well, maybe there's good parts of the game after this, but I'm never going to know. If I had a frickin' 3, it might be that 1 and 2 are not really the optimal numbers, like 1 and 3, but then you get locked out of making various numbers. I often mention that programmers don't know what makes their programs slow. You've been programming for a couple of years professionally and would love to learn how to make your programs faster. Are there any resources you can point me to? Look at the data-oriented design stuff. So the main thing to understand is that modern computers, the main way that modern computers are slow is by waiting on reading things from memory, okay? So understand what causes your computer to wait when it's reading things from memory. And as long as you have a clear picture of that, you will do pretty okay. There's, of course, if you get into serious optimization, there's all sorts of other things. But that's like the most important, most basic thing today. Yeah. All right, well, that was Office Calculator Pro, or Pro Office Calculator. He didn't even call it Office Calculator Pro. It's called Pro Office Calculator. Like, get the name right. Jesus. Fish fillets too. No, that might be the end of our gaming stream today. I just wanted to try this one game. You can divide by 21, 22, etc. But that's going to give you more than 2 digits of answer. Of course, one thing we never tested is whether it's okay to have more than 2 digits of answer and it just rounds. That could be. One, 2, 4, 8, 0 plus equals divide C. That is way more keystrokes than we've managed to get. Dude. That's like almost double the number that we actually had to work with there. Can you repress the equal sign and do the divide again? I don't think so. No, I think it's time for me to end the stream. I mean, it was a short stream. I just wanted to try that game. Games are a bad influence. Just watching this made you start smoking. What would happen if I didn't choose any buttons? Well, Probably I don't have any buttons. What about mirrors? See, the thing is that game made me really tired now, and now I don't want to do anything. So I need to like eat breakfast, take a shower, recuperate my energy, and then think about what I'm going to program today. And yeah, I don't know if today is a streaming while programming. I kind of feel like, oh, I also have an appointment in a couple hours, so I don't think we could really do a good programming stream today. Should have called the game Opportunity Cost. That's the name of every game. For you, it was 284424. Well, I'm glad you could get that many digits. I wonder if there's some trick where you can make the ammo boxes respawn. Because if I didn't run out of ammo, I would have been better off. What kind of file format do you export animations from? It's just our own little format that lists them in text. That's actually a little bit of a problem because it's annoying to load right now. In the shipping game, it'll be a binary format. But right now it's a text format. Colon equal operator is Sean's idea. Yeah, originally. It's not an operator, though. Don't think of it. It's not a colon equals operator. That's not what it is. You honestly believe colon is... Dude, the syntax bike shedding is real. Look, syntax doesn't matter. We may change everything later. I don't know why it's hard for people to get that. We may change everything later. Anything is on the table to be changed. And if you honestly believe it's redundant right now, you have to prove that by showing how the grammar would not be ambiguous without it. It's certainly not that redundant in the sense that it means I don't have to think about as much while writing the compiler. How do you work out the length of strings you don't necessarily know, i.e. putting a file into a string? Well, if it's a file, you know the size of the file. So I assume you mean a string in the middle of the file. Well, usually, so it depends on how good the format is, right? If it's a format that's meant to be loaded quickly, then you know the length of the string beforehand because it's in the file, right? If it's not, if it's a text format, then you have to kind of go into a little bit of a parse mode for a second, find the end of the string, and then you know how long it is and can allocate it. How well could Lisp describe the syntax tree? Any data structure in any program could describe the syntax tree. So I'm not sure I understand the question. If you mean how well would S expressions be from a usability standpoint, if that was the way that we did it, I would say it would be horrible. As for your current stint of compiler speed up, is there a target compile time you have in mind? No, I sort of finished that stint of compile speed up. I'm on to other things. I just wanted to get it back under 1 second, really, and we're well under 1 second again, so it's fine. Yeah, what was going on was the compiler was getting slowly over time just because I hadn't paid attention to speed. And so I was spending a few days paying attention to speed just to keep it real, and we kept it real, so that's good. Because you encode in UTF-8. UTF-8 doesn't have anything to do with it. You save the length of the string before you write it out. Can I make blueprint visual programming only? We thought about doing that for the current engine. We didn't. We might in the future, but no, that's not what the language is. That would be a completely different programming language. Wouldn't that be annoying since there's so much code written in it already? No, we would auto-translate the code. Does the compiler implement any fancy data structures or algorithms to compile things so fast? No, it doesn't. It is just regular code. There's no fancy algorithms, like literally no fancy. The fanciest thing we do is a hash table, right? A hash table is something that hopefully first-year computer science students learn. So that's it. Just a hash table. How bad is having entities decide how to save their data? It's pretty bad. You shouldn't do that. That's one of those object-oriented ideas that in reality, it's bad. Anything from the new C++ 20 features that give you any good? I just haven't even looked at it. I've only heard about C++ 20, the ridiculous range stuff that everyone's making fun of. I haven't looked at anything else. I assume like modules are in there, but I don't think that's really going to solve anything. Is the compiler only printing out one error at a time on purpose? Yes. Pair use colon and colon equal to make the grammar LL1. Sure. I don't care about LL1 or whatever. Those are all academic classifications that don't actually matter in reality. Especially not in the year 2019. But having a colon there means there's a lot that I don't have to worry about in terms of parsing right now. Yes. So maybe vaguely same category of idea, but very different. How complete is program print? It's mostly complete. I mean, it was pretty much complete at one time. It's just, we add and change things around and don't go back and necessarily keep that up to date. Is the hash table open addressing or does it use linked lists? I don't remember what open addressing means. It's the kind of hash table that just has a flat array. And if you miss the slot where you're trying to put something, you just look for the next consecutive slot. First year CS people do not learn hash tables. Well, maybe they're not at very good schools. You had better learn hash tables in your undergraduate degree or you don't have a real CS degree. Let's put it that way. Hash table, so use standard map, right? Do you want me to time you out? Maybe that's not a troll question, but no, we do not use standard anything here. Would it be possible making a simple Lisp language that would be strongly typed and have the back end? I see. Yes, you could do that. Like, there's a lot of things that make this language what it is that are not specific, for example, to the syntax, right? So, you know, the way the strength of the compile time metaprogramming and that kind of stuff, and run directives, and the way all that works could work in any language. Okay. Once you start saying Lisp language, you start talking about being garbage collected, which would change a lot of things elsewhere about the runtime and whatever. And I don't think it's a good idea, but you could, you could take some of the ideas of what we're doing here and put them in the direction of a Lisp language, yes. Speaking about Lisp, you mentioned that macro will function similarly to Lisp macros. Do you mean you will allow us to similarly manipulate code as data? Yes, that's what I mean. Yes. Escaped spaces. Yeah, escaped spaces are skipped in variable names. Would it be possible making a front end be a Lisp? I don't know why you would downgrade the language in that way, but yes, it would be possible. What is my opinion on wide gamut colors in HDR? I think it's generally interesting, but we need to get to a point where monitors do that better and it's standardized so that what I output is meaningfully controlled, and that'll be a while. Given how bad TV people are about that stuff. What graphics API does it implement? Right now we're using OpenGL, but that's probably not what we're going to ship. Probably not what we're going to ship. I don't know, though. That's a whole thing we have to decide. I mean, we definitely have to do other APIs to ship it on other platforms, so there's that. Best way to teach yourself how to program is to program. Yes. Don't, like, the fact that you're sitting there asking that means that you're not programming. And so it's a misstep. Will the game be released on Linux? I mean, what does released mean? We'll make it run there, but I don't know if we want to bother trying to put it on stores or anything, because I don't want to take the support headache. So the game will be able to run on some Linux machines. Let's put it that way. It's already standardized. Not really. Not really. I mean, we did an HDR release of The Witness on the PS4, okay? And different monitors show totally different things. Totally different things. What are my thoughts about handling time in game programming? That is a very general question. I would need a more specific question to say anything about that. Reactive programming, I don't know what that means. I think that's a web thing. I think that's a web thing that's some other way of event driven besides node.js. So it sounds terrible, but I don't know anything about it. Is direct sound still the only decent API in Windows to do low-level audio? Yes, it is. Would I give up making games for any realistic sum of money? I don't know. I mean, it depends on what you mean by realistic. There probably is some amount that I would, yes. Because I can find other useful things to do in the world, and some amount of money could also make a good impact in the world. So you just have to weigh those things together. $250, no. Not for $250. $100 million, no. Probably not. Will OOP ever go out of mainstream programming? I don't know. Reactive programming is basically spreadsheets programming and similar event-based stuff where it's possible. Well, yeah. So you mean that kind of a thing where you have a program and you change it and there's different displays that show you what the output of that part of the program is? I think that stuff only really works for toy programs right now, certainly. You're talking in terms of future-proofness. Okay, well, then that's the future. What category of programming can teach you much more? I'll understand that question. Possibility of having a new mainstream OS that is actually good in the next 10 years, very close to zero. Even if someone like China makes their own OS, which they probably will, it'll probably just be a copy of Linux. Very low. Whether there's a specialty operating system that is popular in niche circles, such as expert programmers, I would assign a non-zero probability to that, but also not huge. How is mobile software compared to native software? It sucks. But mostly, I mean, a lot of it is not different, but the problem is the process of developing mobile programs really sucks. And not for any good reason. It's just because the platform holders make it terrible. So, yeah. Would a new OS based on top of Linux be considered a new OS? Well, if you started with the kernel and made a completely different user space, that would kind of count. I mean, I think ideally you also change the way the kernel works fundamentally, which would mostly mean starting over, but you could do a lot of good just by going with the current kernel and removing everything above the kernel and starting over. Will you get a Go Bananas on Sokoban before 2019? I don't know. Probably not before 2019 because I'd rather work on other things. Like the thing to make Go Bananas work again is to just make that simple rendering library. Okay, let me say something about that though, which is that part of the library support that I'm going to be working on, that's been in the plans for a long time, involves being able to compile against older versions of libraries, even if newer ones are changed. I don't exactly know if that would have fixed the Go Bananas problem because what happened there was that Ignacio changed the main program to use the new GL, but that was if'd out, so he didn't know to test that at the time. But maybe we can I don't know. It's an interesting problem case. Anyway, I think in terms of moving the compiler forward toward release, the better thing for me to do is to work on those library features that at least would have helped in that case and make them good. So that's where I want to put some effort. Any programming stream today? I don't know, maybe not. Probably not. Is there a modern software package, not a game, not something I wrote, that I consider good? Well, a number of games are good technically, sure. Yeah. I mean, they're way better than how web software and business software is. So there's plenty of stuff that's reasonably good, that's, you know, in the ballpark. Not a game. Oh yeah, not a game was one of the clauses. Well, I don't know. There's probably is some. I mean, telemetry is not bad. That's right here. It works well. It's fast. It does the job. Aside from that, I don't know. Casey says 4Coder is good. I don't actually use it, so I can't tell you. So the answer is not really. Yeah, I mean, I think most software is bad, right? Like that's not a mystery. Most software is very bad at this point. Are there any new major sizable features in the language? Yes, the library system and the macro system. Do I have the knowledge to make a telemetry clone? Yes, I do. There's not that much secret sauce to telemetry. Most of it is just writing a program in a reasonable way, okay? The one thing about it that's a little bit tricky, well, there's two things, right, that are more domain knowledge. One is how you timestamp a program in a thread-safe way without incurring a lot of overhead, right? So that's an engineering challenge. And then the other one is just being able to look at the executable symbol table and cross-reference that to your TM function things so that the user doesn't have to put the name of the zone. Like you can say a TM function and like it puts the name of the function in there. And to do that, you need some systems level knowledge about how to get the names out of the executable. But that's it. Most of the rest of it is just straightforward, type in the code and don't be dumb. OBS is good. No, OBS is not really good. OBS could be good. The problem is it's really bad at handling devices in a reasonable way. So if you have a camera and you try to like add that into multiple scenes or something, it won't like work. You have to do some weird thing that I don't understand. Like it just doesn't multiplex sources correctly in the way that you would want. And it also doesn't frickin' work on Optimus computers. And that's fine, but it should pop up a box. It should detect that that's what's happening and pop up a box and say, run me on the other GPU. And it doesn't even do that, even though it hasn't worked on Optimus laptops for years, which is most laptops, most high-end gaming laptops. So no, I wouldn't call telemetry, or I wouldn't call OBS good. It could be good. It's just they don't understand what it means to make things good. Oh, maybe they use double underscore function. I didn't think of that. That didn't used to exist in C and C++ compilers. I don't think. I think just file and line used to exist. So maybe TM function just uses double underscore function and they don't have to do anything special, in which case it's really just about the timing. Casey has 30 videos of him making something telemetry-like for timing. Yeah. Yeah. Do you need a lot of data structure knowledge to make the zooming and panning efficient? I don't think so. No. Like fancy data structures like you learn in school, you almost never need them. Like it's good to understand some of them, but like on a modern computer in 2019, you need to know array, hash table, linked list, binary tree. That's it. That's it. And then if you're in games, there's some specialty things you want to know, like quad tree, oct tree kind of thing. And those are just extensions of binary tree, so it's easy. But all these weird banana trees that you learn, you don't need them. If you're going to go into a specialty part of programming, like if you're going to be a file system programmer, then you probably need to know some of the other trees like red-black trees or something, right? But you don't need a frickin' red-black tree in general programming. It's just not a thing. You ran OBS on your Optimus laptop under Linux. Well, it works fine if you happen to run it on the right GPU. Telemetry can detect mutexes and other locks. Question mark? No, why would it? Why would it detect mutexes? What is my favorite game engine? That's a troll question for sure. Speaking of data structures, how do you do collision detection? I mean, I think it's a very domain-specific thing about what do you need. I would say that most collision bodies can be modeled reasonably by a set of convex polytopes, right? And then for collision between convex polytopes, you use GJK. And every object can be an array of such things, maybe with a bounding sphere around it for acceleration. And that would do you 99.99% of the time. But I'm not sure. I haven't done something like that in a while and really cared about performance, so it might be that people are doing something different. You want to know banana tree? I should make a data structure called the banana tree. I don't really know what it would be. Yeah, that's the thing. It's exactly. Someone said you learn what you need when you need it. And that's exactly right. If you know how to learn. Hold on, I'm trying to find my phone. If you know how to learn and you know how to push yourself forward solving interesting problems, then that's all that you need. There was the one thing that I learned in school for computer science that was the most useful is just like what computer science looks like, because the way computer science is, the way it thinks about problem solving is different from like the hacker, I'm going to sit down and just type a bunch of shitty code approach, right? So once you've seen that and you understand it, that's the most valuable thing. And then you can learn, or you can have a sense for when to be computer sciencey about something and when not to. You know, I do think you need a pretty reasonable background of computer science knowledge to be competent, because you need to know, hey, like for example, if I'm typing some code, how slow is this going to be? Which is one of the things that computer science tells you. But you don't need that many of the specifics unless you're going to a domain that uses those specifics. Do I think telemetry is still worth the price if you could write your own at your company? Well, how long would it take us to write our own that's as good and that isn't flaky in some way? And how much would that cost? I guarantee you it's at least $100,000. Probably actually $1 million. I mean, for external use, it would certainly cost at least $1 million. But for internal use, we couldn't even do it in 100,000. It would be, so say it costs us $300,000 to make it good. Well, that's 30 years of licensing telemetry. So I think we're getting our money's worth. That said, you know, we might naturally, in the course of doing stuff for the programming language, we might do a profiler, and we might naturally eventually need to make something a little bit telemetry-like. But I don't think it would be that much like telemetry. I think it would be a little different. Then we would do that just to do it. But yeah, you've got to understand. Like, the prices of business software are actually very reasonable if you value your time correctly. They sound high to people who don't have any money, but if you're actually making the choice as a business of, am I going to do this thing or am I going to do this other thing? And you correctly weigh how much it costs you not to have some capability or to build that capability yourself, usually the business software is pretty cheap in comparison. Why do people ask me if I've played The Return of the Obra Dinn every 5 minutes? Jesus. I guess the game's having a resurgence of interest, which is good for Lucas. But people ask me that multiple times a stream. I don't understand. It came out like over a month ago. Add the maintenance costs as well, totally. Yeah. I don't actually remember if it's 10,000 a year. It might be less. But if it was 10,000 a year, as long as we're using it, that's a reasonable price. Okay, let me see what time my appointment is. If it's at 1, I got to go right this second. I might want to go right this second anyway, because oh God, it's at 1 p.m. I got to go, people. Thanks for stopping by and watch me get frustrated trying to play Pro Office Calculator. Oh, it got an award? That might be that it got more interest in it. Thanks, everybody, and I'll see you a different time. Have a good post-Christmas, pre-New Year's week, and I'll see you later. Actually, let's. Do we want to raid somebody? Do we want to? Let's just see if. Nah. Let's just see. Let's just see what's going on. If there's nobody really good, we won't raid anybody. Writing code that lasts. Linux Emacs Godot engine. Why would you list your editor in your stream? Like, okay, we're not doing that. Reasonable coding. Sock adder.
Alias into underscore and then do equals. I was trying to do underscore name and then.
Is this C#? What is it?
Okay. So I'm going to type all this again. It's a little bit unnecessary. But essentially, we will have a function. Right? That will ignore the client address. That, and but you will log out the error and start the response. And I wonder
what is it? Swift? What is it? I don't even know what the hell this is.
So it's a function.
What is .re besides re?
A writable body. Interesting.
It's reasonable.
So what we're doing here is we're extracting the writable body from...
It's a GraphQL thing, avoid. Reason another syntax for OCaml. Oh, yeah, okay, now it makes sense. Interesting. React.
Status. Okay, and then... No, this is a...
Okay, that's a reasonable coding is a possibility. This guy uses standard strings, so probably not. Make the check marks green. Testing with Python. Dude, I don't know.
Did that though.
Okay, it's a hacking game.
That wasn't the only one, right? Web server. Do I have this one?
Oh, he's just playing a hacking game. All right, he's not making the hacking game. I don't know, people.
Copies are very common, especially for AI and stuff like that. So I assume you mean to deep copy something that you've created, right? Like a custom script.
The music is annoying me there. All right, let's do reasonable programming. Thanks everybody for coming by, and I'll see you later. Later. later.